Welcome back to Football Kings. We're back again with another stream. That wants to be back, guys. There's a lot to talk about, but the season is transfers. Even though the Club World Cup is going on the side, let's dive into transfers. I heard before we get into the major transfers that we're going to talk about,
Yeah,
PSG have been linked with Victor Osimhen since last year. Do you
that's since last year,
do you
right?
but do you think there'll be some interest? Now that PSG, they are looking like one of the best teams in the world. They are looking pretty complete. But that
Mm,
striker position still feels like a position that they've still been unable to fill because they can't trust Ramos, right? Ramos is not cannot be their start. In fact, they don't start with Ramos. They almost play somewhat like Dembele playing somewhat of a false nine. So it's
mm,
like them being linked with Victor Osimhen is
yeah.
now becoming, to be honest, is it's becoming almost the last piece of the puzzle to complete this super team. If it happens,
They've been linked with Victor Osimhen. They walked away from the deal because of the behavior of Napoli.
mm-hmm.
They don't. I know at the end of the day they sold Kvaratskhelia to
Na-
to
they've bought,
they bought Kvaratskhelia because Kvaratskhelia forced that move
yeah,
in January, right? But they generally PSG, if Penelope, like Napoli,
mm-hmm.
the owner of Napoli is very difficult to deal with in
I
terms
don't
of
know,
transfer. So people try to avoid him as much
but
as possible. They
but
try to avoid him.
reports are saying that United are interested in Osimhen, right? Wait, United are interested in Osimhen,
Okay.
right? But they feel like PSG are more the front runners when it comes to the Osimhen situation because PSG are prepared to meet Osimhen's wage demands
So is he a
and they are
recent
ready to pay. They are
recent?
ready to pay. This is recent.
Okay.
They are ready to pay
So
63 million pounds for Osimhen,
that's
which is
perfect, but
Osimhen's release clause.
that's perfect. And if he has the salary, then that's good. SSB welcome. That's good. If they can meet his wage demand, then that's a good one,
Yeah,
right?
and that's what I'm thinking. I'm seriously thinking that it might happen.
Osimhen to PSG.
Osimhen to PSG.
Yeah, yeah, it might happen. And if it
Why are
happens,
you sounding so? You sound so, yeah.
no, no,
Why are you
no, no,
sounding
no,
so like it's so much disbelief?
no. The thing is that with Osimhen, I really don't understand what's happening with him. I don't know whether to blame his agent. I don't know who to blame, but it feels like he's not. How do I put it? Not to offend anyone. It's more or less like he's not advised properly, right? If you want to go to Saudi, go to Saudi. If you want to stay in the Premier, come to Premier League, come to Premier League. If you want to go to PSG, make up your mind.
SSB, you really think Osimhen should take the United move? Why do you think that? Do you think United move is going to be good for him, better than PSG? Because I feel like PSG, he's just the final piece on that puzzle. He's the
PSG,
final piece in that
who do
machine.
they use as their current striker? Who do they use up front?
I feel like sometimes they use Dembele plays. It depends because sometimes Dembele plays on the left wing. I've not watched a lot of their games, but the way they are set up
Mm,
is like Dembele, Krasvastelia, Bakola. And like Bakola kind of is on one side, maybe Krasvastelia is on one side, and Dembele plays that kind of false nine. That's
mm-hmm.
how they shape up sometimes.
Yeah.
But if yeah, right now Dembele plays false nine. So
Mm,
if Osimhen comes to PSG,
mm.
Dembele can go to that right wing, SSB can go to that
Then
right wing, and then Krasvastelia on the left, and then
mm,
Osimhen in the middle. I think it's good. Osimhen and Krasvastelia have played together before. This can complete the piece to this puzzle, and
yeah,
PSG can actually be a very, very difficult team to beat. Having Osimhen,
yeah, he's not what of Due?
Even Due
Yeah,
sometimes plays false
plays
nine. Even
false nine.
Due,
So
yeah, even Due.
if you are bringing in Osimhen, are you benching Due?
Due feels more like a winger to me than I
So
would even
who
say.
is hello Doctor? Who is he going to bench? Who is going on the bench? Someone has to go on the
I
bench.
think Osimhen comes in and benches anybody that plays that nine. What are you saying,
Who
bro?
is he benching? In your
He's
opinion?
benching anybody that plays that
Okay,
nine.
if you were to pick someone between Kvaratskhelia, Dembele, and
There
Due,
is
who would you
there
pick?
is no need to even ask me the question because he's benching both.
He's
Osimhen is coming
benching
to
both
the
of them.
Osimhen is coming to that team and he's starting. You
No,
cannot
I
have a play.
know, but no. Currently, those three.
Oh, you mean okay? Let's say
Yes,
Osimhen starts. Who
yes, he's
who
good.
plays?
Who sits on the bench?
I think Due sits on the bench.
Dewey.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Dewey is really good.
No,
Take nothing from him.
Due is really good.
Yes, he's really good. He can drop
Due
exactly. He
can
can
play as a
drop
10.
down.
I was
Yeah,
about to even say that Due
he
can
can
play
drop
as a
down.
10.
Yeah.
He can play as a 10. He
So
can come
who
in
is dropping out of that? Maybe who is dropping out of that midfield?
out of the
Somebody.
midfield.
If Dewey drops to play as a 10.
So Due plays as a 10. You have Vitinha also playing in the midfield. Who
Mm-hmm.
else? Who else also plays in that midfield? Because I know Krasvastelia, Dembele, Osimhen, Due. Let's say 4-2-3-1. 4-2-3-1.
Yeah,
You
that's
have
what he plays. Yeah.
4-2-3-1, right? You have
Febran
Vitinha.
Ruiz. Is it Febran Ruiz? Oh,
No, but it
is
can
or is
fit.
it Sai Emery or Febran Ruiz?
It
Who
can.
who
They
drops
both
down?
they both can fit, right? Maybe Fabian Ruiz plays, but then you have like the four, the two of Vitinha and Fabian Ruiz.
Kingsley,
Due.
Vitinha. Okay, let's go. You have three. See, if you have Dembele on one side,
Mm-hmm.
Krasvastelia, Osimhen, Due as the
Yeah.
10, you have two more spots. Those people sitting.
Yeah, the two. That's what I'm saying. The
Yeah.
double
So
pivot.
Vitinha is not dropping for anybody.
I know. I said Vitinha is there.
Yeah, so you have one more spot. So are you
Yeah.
going with Fabran Ruiz or are you
Or
going with
Zion.
Zaire Emery?
I think
You
you can
can
go with you
interchange
can go
them
with either
anyways.
one. You can go with either one. I don't really
Okay,
see.
okay,
You can go with Fabian Ruiz. You can go with Zaire. You can go with either one. But I still think it works. I still think it
okay.
works.
Yeah,
And I
yeah,
still
yeah.
think, yeah, although Al Hilal are still interested in Osimhen
Till
and
now.
they are willing to bring out another deal for Osimhen. Like they're actually interested in bringing a very serious deal, a 3-year contract with option for a fourth, worth a total of 160 million euros in net salary.
Per year.
In net salary, I think the total in the 3-year contract is the
Okay.
total is worth 160 million euros.
Forget Saudi. I don't know.
That's
But
a lot of money.
it's a lot of money, but Saudi are really trying. Like even in the I know
That's almost 40 million a year.
we don't want to enter the World Cup
40
discussion now.
million, 40
Yeah.
million plus a year that he could get if he
Yeah,
goes
yeah,
to
yeah.
Saudi.
It's not okay. To be honest, if you ask me, if I was to advise Osimhen to pick between PSG or Man U, PSG
Mm-hmm.
might be better for him. Might, might. But if he really wants to play in the Premier League, sometimes players they want to check off some boxes in their career. I played in the Premier League. He wants to test himself because going to the French league, I feel like he will bang into many goals. That's what I feel,
Of
right?
course, he will score a lot of goals.
Yeah. But coming to the Premier League, you'll be like, oh, I came to the Premier League and I was able to do 30 goals per season.
Yeah.
Do you get what? Like, so Premier League is kind of, I don't know, it's a difficult league to play in.
But he will come into the Premier League and score. I don't think he will not score in the Premier League.
Yeah.
Osimhen knows how to put the ball at the back of the net. But then the Liverpool, there's also claims that
Yeah.
Liverpool are also in this conversation
For
of
Osimhen.
for Osimhen. But I think it's just rumors.
Who
I
is
think
the journalist?
I
That's
think
rumor.
it's just rumors that they're throwing around saying
Yeah.
Liverpool might maybe be interested in a potential move. But Osimhen is actually really serious about coming to the Premier League. He's really,
He
really
should
serious
do
about
it.
wanting to come to the Prem.
Premier
I
League. Yeah.
think I think the Premier League would be good for him.
Yeah. If he wants
I
to
think
come
it
to
would be
the
good for
Premier
him.
League, make that decision and move.
Yeah.
Because the moment you keep holding and holding and holding, clubs will
Mm-hmm.
find other people. And the
Yeah.
opportunity is gone. And the one
Yeah.
you think you had in PSG
Mm-hmm.
will find somebody else,
Of course.
right? That's always the case. And football is very volatile,
It
extremely.
is. It is. It is very volatile. Let's talk about Messi Mount.
Yeah, he stays in Man U.
He doesn't want to leave.
He should stay there.
What was the initial deal for Messi Mount?
I think
Where
it
was he
was
meant to
50
go?
something million to rise up to 60 or something.
But where was he to go? Like, who wanted to sign him?
We don't know. They just wanted to sell, but there are no buyers. You see, there are no buyers. And the problem now is by Manchester United appearing in the Europa Cup final, they pay Chelsea part of the add-on because that's part of the add-on. They reach a European Cup
Wow.
final. They didn't win, but they will still pay. So they didn't only just lose a final, they are paying Chelsea also. So it's really painful.
It's crazy. So that's why they are trying to sell him. I think it
Yeah.
was to Villa, right? It was going
Oh
to. It
yes,
was
yes,
supposed to go
yes,
to
yes. To
Villa.
Villa, to Villa.
It was
Villa
going to
had
go to
interest.
Villa, but then he says he doesn't want to go.
He doesn't want to go.
Yeah, Messi Man doesn't want to go.
Oh God. And Emery would have been a good coach for him.
He's more focusing on his fitness and starting for Amorim.
Oh,
What if Osimhen ends up like another Lukaku? I think he's mentally stronger than Lukaku, though. Yeah, he is. He is. Like, Osimhen is mentally strong. Him choosing to just go to Galatasaray with the whole Napoli thing, saying, yeah, he
yeah,
doesn't want to go to Saudi, still wanting to be in Europe. It shows that he's a kind of striker. I know he's coming into his prime. He's coming to his prime. There's still more to come from Osimhen. He's the kind
27.
of, he's,
Yeah,
going to be 27. He's the
yeah,
kind of striker I feel he just like what SSB said. Like
yeah.
there's something he said in one of the comments he made. I blame the people around Osimhen. He feels like everyone wants a piece of the pie. I think that's very, very key in this
That's it.
Osimhen
That's what I'm
situation.
saying.
Like
Yeah.
who is advising him?
I don't
Who are
know.
the people around
I don't
him?
know.
Why don't you want to take the pay cut?
Yeah.
What is the problem with this wage demand and pay cut? Because I feel like if
And
Chelsea already
the
structured a
option
deal,
Chelsea gave him, if you prove yourself first season, the contract they put a trigger in the contract that automatically you get the wage you want the following season.
and if you're unhappy at Chelsea, you can always go to a bigger club from Chelsea. You perform well, Chelsea still don't want to meet your wage demand, you can go to a bigger club. Maybe he doesn't want to sign this 5 year. Chelsea, you guys are low-key thieves. You guys are thieves, arm robbers. You guys want to give people 5 year
So
deal,
it's,
6 year
it's, it's
deal
our
on some
strategy.
peanuts.
It's our
And
strategy.
maybe that's why Osimhen didn't take the Chelsea deal. SSB, like,
No, no, no,
imagine
no,
him
no.
coming to
Nobody,
Chelsea
nobody.
on
Thing is,
150
no,
for a 5 year deal.
no. The
It
thing
doesn't
is
make
that you
sense.
are more secure when you have longer term contracts.
Secure in
That's why,
peanuts.
yes, because you are more secure because it's a contract. Worst case scenario, the club has to pay you that full sum, right? So you are more secure when clubs give you longer. See Modric now that is under drug stuff. He has a very long term contract. They are paying him
No,
currently as he's on holiday.
they'll soon break the contract and sell him.
How would they break the contract? They have to pay him the full thing, except there's a clause in there, right? So yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
Osimhen, I'm tired of Osimhen's story, to be honest. His time is running out. He should pick a club and go there and settle
Yeah,
down.
but I think this summer we might finally see this whole Osimhen situation come to like a proper, beautiful
And
like end. Maybe he might end up somewhere good,
we
and
pray.
I really hope that for him. But
Yeah.
let's talk about another striker, Gyökeres. Arsenal want Gyökeres, and they are pushing for it to happen. It's
So what of the
emerging as a
Sesco? Have
serious
are
target
they
for
done with
Arteta.
Sesco?
Okay, with what I'm seeing, reports I'm seeing, Arsenal still in the pursuit of Gyökeres. That pursuit is intensifying. They are really serious. Arteta wants Gyökeres, but it still remains uncertain if the club would prioritize him over
Sesco.
Sesko.
Because
It's still
Sesco,
uncertain.
Sesco is younger, right? Sesco is
Sesko
younger.
is young. Sesko
Yeah.
is younger. Yeah, Gyökeres was like 27 when we last mentioned his age,
Yeah.
right? So it's still uncertain if Arsenal will lock in. But if you're Arteta, if you're Arsenal, what do you need? Do you need a young striker? Do you need an older
You
striker
need
in
an
his prime?
established striker. If you have a young striker that can do the job, go for them, right? You need someone that can basically put the ball at the back of the net. That's what you need, right? On another note, maybe we should talk about this now. Arsenal are seriously interested in Madueke. Jordan, big up.
Jordan,
Arsenal are seriously interested in Madueke.
I'm interested in him.
Like I don't get it. Like it's something I don't got in it.
Yeah, if you don't
Say if
perform
you
at
don't
Chelsea,
perform at
you go
Chelsea,
down. If you don't perform at any big six club, it's rare to go. Yeah, it's
yeah.
rare. It's rare, but I still, if it's about the Osimhen thing, I think Osimhen could easily come to Chelsea and perform. I just feel like, anyways, let me not say easily. Let me not say easy. Let me not say easily. But I think it's possible for him to come to the Prem and perform if he
To
has a
perform.
good
Yeah,
team built
yeah,
around him.
yeah,
I
yeah.
think he's someone that can score. He's very clinical. But I was just saying it from a point of view of if if he comes and he performs and they still can't meet the wage demand, it's an opportunity for him to even move somewhere else, right?
Yeah,
Whether
exactly. Yeah,
whether within the Prem or
yeah.
even somewhere. bigger,
Somewhere different, yeah.
somewhere different, maybe even go to La Liga or somewhere. But that was what I was thinking in that situation. But anyway, what's up with this Madueke situation?
I,
Why do they
I
want
don't
Madueke?
I don't know. Like, it's something I still don't understand. Arsenal are meant to be contenders of the Premier League.
Hmm.
Do you get? They are seriously pursuing Madueke. What do they see in him that we don't see in him? To be honest, out of all our wingers,
Hmm.
the only
Hmm.
person we can sell is Madueke. We are interested in selling. If you give us 50 million, we'll sell him.
Why?
Because we have wingers that are going to come in. We're going to buy more. Do you get what I'm saying?
Hmm.
We care, like, his output is not very great. Do you get? But maybe Ateta can do something with him. Is
Like,
it
or
better
like what he thought he was going to do with
Is
Kai
he going
Havertz?
to? So the question, so that's a story for another day. So the big question is, does he play on the right? Would he be second fiddle to Saka?
When
Or
there's Ethan Waneri is there.
no, but he'll start ahead of Etam Waneri.
Madueke will start ahead of Waneri.
100%. He has more experience than him.
Oh my god.
He has more experience than him. So that's what I'm saying. Is he going to play on the right? Are they buying him for right or are they buying him for left?
I don't think they should buy him at all.
Exactly. Even me as a fan, I don't think so. It's a bad buy for them. Do you get? So,
I
but
don't think they should buy
if
him
they
at
want
all.
him and they're willing to save, help our books, we'll just give them,
I don't
right?
think they should sign him at all. I don't know what's up with with Arsenal and this Chelsea rejects. This
Help me ask.
this
Help me ask.
anyway. I'm not saying none is a Chelsea reject, but Arsenal just be picking up, what Chelsea
Players
don't
don't
want,
want.
what Chelsea's trying to get rid of. They just dump it on Arsenal, and Arsenal will just take it. Like, you
Always.
forget about business with Chelsea.
Yeah.
Chelsea have nothing to offer you right now. You
Anybody
need to
we
go
give
and
you is
sign
of
some.
no use to you.
It's of no use to you. What they
Yeah.
don't need Noni Madueke for anything. I,
Yeah.
I thought Arsenal were going to be in the running
You
for
know the
Nico
funny thing?
Williams.
Do you know that we signed a left, we already have a left winger that is coming in 2026.
Who is that?
We signed him from Sporting Lisbon. Really talented guy, right? So that's why they can sell him. We have the guy from Palmeiras coming for right wing.
Estavo.
Pedro Neto is right wing.
Hmm.
So Madueke is actually
But who else plays left wing apart from Noni or
currently is only Noni. That's why we want a left winger. Do you get? So look at it
hmm
this way: if they buy a left winger,
hmm
one left winger, they want to maybe they use Noni as that second person.
hmm
Do you get what I'm saying? And maybe that's all.
yeah,
Right? But maybe
yeah,
Jackson, they might even try Jackson on that side. We don't know.
maybe
Right?
that will not be
So
bad. Jackson as a winger will
yeah,
not be bad. Yeah,
yeah,
Ateta has a bad eye for offense. That is so true.
exactly.
Defensively, and
No,
even
maybe
defensively.
because he was a four, right? He was a defensive
Maybe,
midfielder. So that eyes.
maybe he knows how to spot defensive talent.
Yeah.
Defensively, Arsenal sound, sound. They don't even need to.
Wise
They are good.
is just terrible.
Defensive midfield, good.
Good. Attack.
In fact,
Rubbish.
midfield, okay,
Mm.
decent, good enough. Attack, the only person in that attack is Saka.
Saka was from the academy.
The
Waneri is
only
from the
person is
academy.
Saka.
So those ones, how do I say it now? He didn't buy them. Nature brought them to him. Yes, he didn't need to buy them. They were
Nature
gifted to him.
brothers
So
thing.
those two were given to him. Even
Mhm.
the guy in defense that we talk about, Miles Lewis Kelly, it's from the
Yeah,
academy, right? So what are we saying? So maybe he should just focus on bring somebody from the academy to play left wing and be done.
but I mean, you can academy players. I don't know. I
Can't
mean,
trust them.
it's you can't trust. You
Then
can't
you
just
need
say,
to
"Yeah,
win
I'll
the
bring
title.
somebody from academy." They're in a dicey situation.
Yeah.
They need to win the title. They need people a bit more experience. But I kind of see. Okay, if you look at Noni, if you look at Martinelli,
Hmm.
who is better in this context? Because
None is better than Martinelli.
at the end of the day, you might not blame Arsenal for wanting to sign
He's
Noni
better.
Madueke, right?
He's better than Martinelli. I'll be honest with you. He's more creative. He's more a bit more. Martinelli just runs. He's a track and field runner.
Mm.
That's the only thing he's good at. He just runs. Do you get? So yeah,
I don't know. I don't know. But anyways, let's talk about Mbeumo. Mbeumo, Man U submitted another. Is it another bid or their first bid for him? I think it's another bid. They
another one.
submitted. They submitted another bid for Mbeumo.
For how much?
I don't know the price tag. I can't see the
Anyways,
price. But they submitted another bid, another official bid. Oh, I can see it. 60 million pounds.
60
60 million, yeah.
from
Why you
Buemo.
why do you look surprised that Mbeumo is going for 60 million?
Anyway, the output is not bad.
Mbeumo scored 20 goals last season.
That's good. And it's
20 goals.
that's good. That's good.
How
How
much
many
should he go
assists?
for?
True. And he's been consistent, to be fair,
Been
from the days
consistent
of Ivan Tony.
yeah,
Remember that he was always
yeah.
hitting ba 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 ba.
For
Remember,
Brentford.
right?
Yeah.
So it's
I
fine.
think I I think I think Mbeumo is a good signing for Man U. I think Man U just need to lock in,
Mm.
and if they think Mbeumo is their priority target, they need to really lock in and try to get
And just
Mbeumo
buy him and be
and
done.
just sign him. You've signed
Yeah,
Cunha,
yeah.
sign Mbeumo. We don't know who else they are going to sign because Man U they are shifty. Will you sign Osimhen? Will you not sign Osimhen? I kind of don't want Osimhen to go to Man U, but that's just me, with my own bias lens looking at things. Because
Mm.
yeah, I really don't like Man U like that. But then at the end of the day, Man U, they're not moving fast enough in this window.
That's what I think. And
They're not moving fast
the
enough
problem is they are not in an advantage position. So I expect that they should be moving faster before the player changes his mind.
because if not, somebody else will just come and snatch him up. Who else is in the running for Mbeumo? Tottenham. Tottenham want Mbeumo.
I don't think they'll get him.
He won't go, right? Thomas
No.
Frank.
Um,
Thomas
and
Frank doesn't have that pool.
they will not. They don't have enough money. The salary he wants. Tottenham will not
So I
pay him
kind of
250.
they might let it go. Out of
Right.
all those Brentford guys, Tony had the media hype, but was the worst out of the three. Mbeumo can develop into a Salah type. Not saying he'll be as good, but their profile 100%.
Sense. Actually, that's true.
100%.
Yeah.
You have a point for that one. That's a solid 100%. Mbeumo,
What he said is actually true.
Mbeumo is
Mbeumo
serious.
and Wisa, really
Pace.
good.
The two of
Wisa,
them, pace.
yeah,
They can
everything.
score. They have everything. They have everything. But Tony just had that media
He's
hype.
English now.
Tony had that media hype.
He's English.
At the end of the day, we thought Tony was going to go to Arsenal. We thought Tony was going to go to Chelsea.
He
We
just
thought
went
Tony
for
was
the
going to.
bag.
He has
Brother went.
kids,
He went for the bag.
family.
Traveling bag, straight
He
up.
has a family. He was like, nah, I need to go and get that money because man,
Secure
I have
his
I have a
future.
family.
Yeah.
So yeah, at the end of the day, Tony went to Saudi. But it's really good to see Mbeumo getting a lot of hype now, getting a lot of media presence. People are talking about him a lot more.
Even Wisa is not bad.
Even Wisa is pretty
As
decent,
a
but
Wisa can play left wing.
Wisa can play left wing, yeah.
So it's not bad to me. If Arsenal, I was
Arsenal
to
should get
advise
Wisa.
rather than Madueke, yes, that's a better buy.
What do you guys think?
As I am now,
SSV, what do you guys think?
I don't mind selling Madueke to Arsenal. I'm going to get Wisa. He's far better because he scores goals. He can play as a forward too if you need that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
that's it.
Tony screwed himself up by betting. Yeah, by
That's
the
it.
betting scandal. No Big Six club was going to touch him after. Yeah, people just
That
became
betting was
scared.
the problem.
Yeah, people just
Thing.
became scared and were like, yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think I want to do that. But okay, Theo Hernandez to Al Hilal, right? Al Hilal wants him. It's looking serious. Him and Osimhen is looking like their priority targets for Inzaghi's side. They really
Mm.
want him. They are the two major targets that they are trying
So
to get.
Inzaghi still wants to add people to this beauty hard team he has.
Why not?
Go- Guy, don't look at Lala. What's their name? Like they are a
Why
small team. They
not?
are not.
They are not. They are not. I
I see.
told you. I told you. They are not.
In
I
fact,
told
I'm
you.
even scared they might even beat Chelsea the way they are.
I told you that this was. I made a video on TikTok and I said Al Hilal will be a very good test for Real Madrid because of the players that they have, the talent they have. Salim Al Dasari, that
Very
guy,
good. Very good.
solid player. I watched
Yeah.
that yesterday, and I'm not sure about it. You're not sure?
No, that they were good. SSB, I'm so and they were good. They
Really?
were okay. The only problem they have, I think the problem they have is the finishing. They don't finish up their
That's why
chances.
they
That's
want
why they need
Osimhen.
Osimhen.
That's why they want Osimhen.
Finishing is the problem.
Now it's making a lot
Yeah,
of sense. It's
finishing
making a
is
lot
the
of sense why they
problem.
want Osimhen. Wow, but they're serious about it. Al Hilal, they're closing in on Theo Hernandez. After the player said yes to them, so Theo already said yes to Al Hilal. Al Hilal believe they've convinced him enough. Positive conversations. So what is left is just them sorting out that deal
Yeah.
between them and AC Milan. And once they can sort out that deal, it will be a here we go.
Yes, exactly. You got it. And
They,
they
they,
need
they create a
more.
lot.
A
And
lot.
they
So that's
create
what
a lot because of that Salim Al-Dasari. That guy,
not
he
only
just
that, they have
that
this
guy.
guy in the middle too.
Which other guy?
Ruben Neves
Ruben Neves.
in the
Ruben, but
middle.
that Salim Al-Dasari, that guy is
He's
serious. Oh, he's
yeah.
serious. Wow. Anyways, let's talk about Ansu Fati. Monaco want to sign Fati.
Yeah.
Man, Ansu Fati.
What a future.
What a future, man.
Potential.
What could have been? But it's not like his career is dead. I mean, he's young, right? Still young.
How old is he?
But man, that Brighton
How old?
spell,
The
then
last the last time we see Theo and Cancelo together is ah
it's
Theo
no
and
defense.
Cancelo defending. Uncle Koulibaly is going to have his work cut out for him.
Yeah, Monaco are building a team,
Yeah,
signing Ansu Fati and now Pogba.
yeah, yeah.
Monaco they are piecing things together actually. They are piecing things together. Wow, this is actually interesting.
What of you heard about the um rumors today that broke out like few hours ago?
What was the
Nkunku
rumors?
Nkunku to Chelsea and Garnacho goes the other way.
Nkunku to Chelsea,
Nkunku to
Nkunku to
Man
Man U, and Garnacho to Chelsea.
to Chelsea.
Swap deal.
Swap. Terrible.
I think it works.
But I don't want anything to do with Garnacho.
You think it's terrible because you don't want
Most
Garnacho.
Chelsea fans don't. Like if Garnacho is in my team, I'll probably just stop wearing my jersey.
Why?
Yes, it's a terrible signing.
You don't think Enzo Maresca can improve
Garnacho
Garnacho?
has terrible attitude. It offers nothing. What does it do?
Nothing.
He offers nothing, Kingsley. In fact, I even prefer the goat of Red Betis, Anthony. to him.
Stop.
Yes, this guy is just full of himself.
Stop.
Yeah,
Stop.
he's just
Stop.
full of himself. To be
Stop.
honest, I don't want Garnacho.
Guy.
Okay, you saw
Mm-mm.
what he did yesterday. I think it was today. He posted a social media post when Marcus Rashford jersey, Aston Villa jersey. You know Marcus Rashford Aston Villa jersey number
Yeah.
9.
Yeah.
Posted it on social media and tagged Rashford. Is he not mad?
Why?
Why would you do that?
Why? How is he mad? A lot of people clown on social media. Lamine Yamal, does he not clown on social media?
No, he
Are
wore
you
the
just saying
jersey.
based on it?
He wore the jersey and they took him from behind and he now tagged Rashford.
So what if he's shouting out his boy?
God. You're shouting out your boy. You've not sorted out your future.
He knows he wants to leave United, right?
I don't need that kind of person in my dressing room.
Okay, what's your biggest concern about
His
Garnacho?
attitude.
It's just
He's
attitude.
full of himself.
It's just
Problem.
attitude.
And the problem, if he comes to Chelsea, Maresca will deal with him more than what's his name is dealing with him.
Amorim. Okay, wait. I want to understand
Maresca is going to
something.
deal with him seriously.
Noni, Garnacho.
Mm.
Who are you keeping, or who don't you want between
I
the two
don't
of
want
them?
Garnacho near my team.
So you rather have Noni than have Garnacho?
Yes. Even Noni has issue. Or Noni is all these guys that you saw against the Flamingo. We are losing. You had a misplaced pass, then you now look at the camera to see if the camera is on you. He's always doing fine boy every time. Do you get? It's all about his beauty rather than the football.
He said he's beauty.
Yes, that's Noni.
Did you just say his beauty?
Yes, that's Noni for you. He's checking himself. He's always checking himself. All
You're
about
funny,
his
man.
beauty rather than the football.
You realize that footballers are entertainers, right? You realize athletes,
They
footballers
should
are entertainers.
entertain us by carrying the ball forward, dribbling and scoring.
It's
That's
just
the entertainment I
era
want.
of in the thing is this, the era of football keeps changing. The era we're in the
Yeah.
social media era. You are the social media fine boy, no fine boy, no.
That's what I'm saying. He only cares about his beauty, nothing
We're in the
else.
social media era. You cannot expect players to not want to look good on cam, will not want to,
Look
have
good.
like
You are
a nice social
losing.
media presence.
Seriously, you are
They are
losing.
human
You
beings
just had
too.
a misplaced pass. Run back and cover that space. Then you look at the camera, it's easy camera picks you, bro.
You have to
They
strike a
picked you.
pose. You have to
They
strike a
picked you. And
pose.
you're doing your hair like this. I'm like, bro, get in line. We're losing 3-1. I've not recovered from that game. Sorry. I'm still bringing,
Mm.
rehashing the memories back. Unfortunately, none comes back to me. What?
No, but I just feel like we're in an era of social media.
Mm,
Players are going to have a big social media presence anyways. Like, look at Lamine Yamal. He has over what 10 million, almost 10 million followers on
followers,
on
yeah.
on Instagram. Like, it's just expected for stuff like this to happen on social media. You don't want it to happen, but then at the end of the day, that cannot be the only reason why you disqualify a player from joining your team. I think
No,
talent is also important. If Garnacho joins Chelsea and the conversation from Maresca is, I don't want posts from social media, blah, 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 blah. That can be a conversation between Maresca and Garnacho. But we're looking at Garnacho in Chelsea. Can he help your team? Buyers aside, social media buyers aside,
so what do okay,
be
let me
honest with his
ask you,
output.
because I'm going to be biased. What do you think Garnacho will bring to my team? He plays on the left. Clearly,
Garnacho on the left.
we need a left winger.
The only
What does
problem I
he?
have with the only problem I have with Garnacho,
Hmm.
and that's the
He just
that's it.
runs like a headless chicken. That's what Garnacho.
Wait, you're so passionate about it.
Talk,
Wait
talk, talk,
first.
talk.
The only problem I have with Garnacho is he can be too selfish sometimes. When I watch his game,
Hmm.
there are sometimes I
To
expect
pass,
him at my you
to
give
give
that
pass.
pass.
Yeah,
He
he
doesn't
doesn't.
he doesn't pass on time. He
Self
wants to
glory and self
score, he
fame.
wants to get that self-glory and time. Maybe
Ronaldo,
it was a maybe
Ronaldo's
yeah,
child.
Ronaldo's minion. Maybe, but they are costing us tens of thousands of pounds. They can do social media, but not at our cost.
I like that comment. That's the same way I feel. It's the same way I feel.
Maybe I'll
Exactly
give
how
you a bone
Amy
for that.
feels.
I'll give you a bone for that. Nice one, nice
Yeah.
comment. But honestly speaking, I still feel like we're just in that era, man. You cannot rule out a player and social media. It's just they just kind of go hand to hand. They kind of go like together. But anyways, it's fine. My biggest problem with Garnacho is that selfishness when he plays. He's not able to just look up, give a pass. Going for goals all the time when you might clearly not score.
Yeah, you could pick out someone.
Aside that, I think Garnacho will be a great addition to your team.
Hmm. Okay, I beg to
What do you
differ.
guys think in the chat? Garnacho to Chelsea,
Garnacho will only be coming in 10
good or
minutes.
bad? What do you guys think? Only coming in 10 minutes.
Yeah. In
You really
fact,
don't like
we
Garnacho.
giving Nkunku to Man U is
Mm.
more benefit to them than Garnacho being in their team. Than Garnacho being in their team and my team.
But where will Nkunku play as a 10?
Nkunku can play as a winger. He can play as
As
a
a
10. That's
9?
his original position.
Amorim plays a 4-3-3. If Nkunku goes to United, where would he play? On the
Or a
far
three
left
four
mid?
three, 3-4-3.
Cannot
You
play
mean?
there. 3-4, sorry, 3-4-3, right?
Mm.
3-4-3. Yeah. Where would Nkunku play?
Maybe he will play as the second 10,
And then Cunha will play where?
as a striker. Cunha can play as a
But they want
striker.
to sign a striker. They sign Osimhen.
Man, I don't know what Amorin is doing. I don't know what they are.
Unless it's for some depth or something.
Thank you. Thank you. That's why I don't even want Garnacho near
You
my
don't want
team.
him at all. He's my
Yes.
things.
They should pay the 60 million, whatever fee
But what
Dortmund
of
is
the but
asking.
AB, what of the depth, right? What of the depth in your team? You bring in Garnacho, you sign Gittins, you have depth in that left wing. Garnacho might not be your starter, but Garnacho, anyway, I don't know if Garnacho will want more playtime, but Garnacho
If
coming
they
off the
want
bench,
if they want to give us Garnacho on loan, yes. And they will
but
pay
not
his
for not
wages.
but not a swap deal.
And they will, yes, they should pay 50 million for Nkunku. We give them Nkunku. because clearly Maresca doesn't know what he's doing. He doesn't know how to use a good player,
Yeah.
right? Give it. Don't waste the man's future. Let him go to somewhere that he will play
Nkunku
better.
needs to leave.
He
He
will
needs to
cook,
leave.
right? And
Yeah.
Chelsea will regret it at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Let him go. Then we get Garnacho if he's loan, and they would pay his salary or half of that salary.
Mm-hmm.
Fine, we'll take him. I'm happy for that.
Wow, you really are very careful with this whole Garnacho
I'm really
thing.
careful, bro. I'm risk averse when it comes to players like that.
And risk averse is crazy. Okay, okay. We've talked about Mbeumo, we've talked about Garnacho, we've talked about Theo Hernandez, we've talked about Mount. Let's talk about Rodrygo. Arsenal wants Rodrygo. Was that what you were trying to tell me?
Yes, like
Okay.
it's increasing. Rodrygo to Arsenal, but Arsenal, I don't know what they are doing. Like no one knows. To sign
Mm-hmm.
a striker is taking them almost 3 months. To win a title is taking them 3 years. Like I don't get it. Like
It's taking them more than 3 years to win a
it's more
title.
than 3 years. Okay, to
Yeah.
sign a striker is taking them 3 months. No, in fact, to sign this striker is almost 2 years. We've been
Yeah. And they've
shouting
been
for a
shouting signing
striker
striker.
for
Yeah.
2 years. To win a title is taking them more than 4 years now.
Ah.
It's like they don't know what I don't know. I don't know. The club doesn't just know what they are doing, to be honest. If you want to sign a player, just sign the player and be done.
We were on this live yesterday.
Yeah.
SSB was dropping some comments about Rodrygo. We
Mm.
spoke about Rodrygo in serious detail yesterday.
Yeah.
And we talked about Rodrygo. We talked compared him to Nico Williams. We compared
Yeah.
him to
Yeah. Yeah.
Leao.
To
We
lay
talked
out.
about him.
It
Yeah,
was
I
the
don't know.
lowest of the three,
It
but
was
he
the lowest
still
of
has
the three,
good
but
input.
it has. So I don't know if this is still going to happen, but we'll see. Malik Fofana, Gittins, Nusa, and Brazilian. That's Brazilian. Feyenoord, TTC. There are a whole lot of great options, but not Garnacho, in my opinion.
Yes.
Okay, okay, okay,
Yes. You see,
okay.
them giving you Garnacho
Mm.
is like they are making your team worse.
You
If you
feel
were
like it
meant to
might
finish,
impact the
yeah, if
squad
you
in a
were meant
bad
to
way.
finish fourth, by
Yeah.
having Garnacho on your team, you finish seventh.
But you know, there's a thing about United players leaving United and becoming better. You don't want to be the team that gets a player that becomes better.
My brother,
AB.
I dodged this opportunity to
I feel like
develop
if
from
Garnacho leaves,
United.
Garnacho does not like United. That's why he's doing all these things. If Garnacho goes to a team that he actually likes, that team loves to play for the coach, Garnacho might become better.
He should go
Do you
to
think? How old is
if he's
Garnacho actually? Do you think Garnacho has talent or
if he's
not? Do you
above
think he
20,
has potential or not?
if he's above 22, he's done.
He's
He's
done.
above
Garnacho, do you know how Garnacho is 20 years old?
20. Oh, he's young.
Be 21. July 1st, you'll be 21. He's a small boy. Garnacho is not even in his prime.
You know what? You know what? I know there was a time man you wanted to sell Kobe Minor, right? If they want to still sell Kobe
You
Minor,
don't need Kobe Mino. You don't
we
need Kobe
don't need him, but
Mino.
we'll
You
just
have
buy him.
Lavia. You have Lavia.
We
And
have
waste
Jimenez.
his time and put him on the bench. You have
That's
Lavia.
even
You have Caicedo.
we have
You
too many
have
people. Asugo,
Asugo. What's his name? You don't need
Santos.
Mino. You don't need
Yeah,
Mino. You don't
yeah,
need Mino. You don't need Mino. I think Mino should stay at Man U. If Man U don't want Mino, Mino needs to go to a team where he can get an opportunity to start.
yeah, yeah,
Because Mino is really good. He's
yeah.
really good. To me, he deserves to start. But anyways, before we jump into the Club World Cup, I just want to give a resounding round of applause to Liverpool. Resounding round of applause to Liverpool, completing the three signings: Kekes,
His Kake is
Florian,
done
and
today.
stop
I,
playing,
I
bro.
saw it today.
Stop playing. Kekes, Florian, and Jeremy Frimpong. They said we couldn't do it. We did. God did.
How
We
much
did.
how much did you guys sign Cockers?
I don't know. I don't know how much they signed him for. I have to look back and check. But the most important thing is we have them. Guys, Liverpool fans, SSB, all the Liverpool fans in the chat. We finally have the three guys signed. Jeremy Frimpong replacing Trent. We have Kirkes replacing Robertson. And then what? And we have Florian Witt coming in as the 10.
Yeah.
We have that team.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We've already signed someone for
Eh,
2026. Is the Kwanda that I said we
Oh,
got
that
from
guy that you talked
Germany.
about
Yes.
yesterday. Yeah.
So we've signed someone for
He's 50%
20.
bet. He's 50. How old is he though? How old is he?
He's young. He's really young too. Right. He dribbles a lot of times. Like he's dribbling, dribbling, dribbling. Right. So oh my days.
Uh,
Oh, I saw Manchester City. They were good. Anyways,
say,
they
say
blew it.
we need Isak. Did you guys see Man City yesterday? Yeah, they scored like 6 goals, right? 6-0.
Yeah, I
Damn.
watched that game,
United. Yeah.
unfortunately.
Guy. Okay, let's dive into the Club World Cup. PSG beat, of course, as we expected, beat Seattle Sounders. Seattle Sounders is out. Botafogo lost to Atletico Madrid. We expected them to lose, but we're also like, it depends by how
They could
many they
not
lose
score
by.
3 goals. They needed to score three
They
goals.
needed to score a lot of goals.
Yeah,
They could not. So
yeah,
Atletico Madrid, they're out.
yeah.
Ah,
Two
sad.
two goals would have even taken it maybe to extra time.
It's sad, right?
So
Wow.
it's what
That's really crazy.
what it is.
But yeah, it's what it is.
So
You came into, you said
yeah,
what? So who what?
so who are they going to play? Who are the potential people they are meeting? People from this group.
People from this group. So this
Yeah.
they played all their three. They played all their games, right?
Yes.
Three.
So
Everybody has played three.
PSG
So
and
PSG and
Botafogo.
Botafogo qualify.
Both
PSG
teams. Mm-hmm.
they qualify top of that group because of
Yes.
the goal
Yeah.
difference. Botafogo second. Who are they playing? Who are they playing against? Is it group A or group? Is it group A people play
Let's
group B?
find out. We need to find out.
Okay, let's check the brackets. I can.
Mm.
Oh, okay. So Botafogo are in the round of 16. PSG are in the round of 16. Flamengo in the round of 16. It's not confirmed yet from what I can see in the from the brackets.
Mm.
It's not confirmed yet. So other teams have to play. But let me see who plays
I
who
want to
though.
know the group they are going to, potential people there.
Potentially play against.
Yeah.
Let me see. I'm trying to find out. I actually have no idea. I actually have no idea. Wait, let's see. Do you guys know who the potential people they'll play against?
Let me see.
Guys in the chat, do you guys know?
Club World Cup.
I'm sure they'll play Botafogo since they're second. They'll play first of a particular group, right?
Yeah.
And then let me see. Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, I know. I found it. So
Mm.
PSG will play second on group A.
Who are the people in Group A?
Second in group. Let me see. Second in group A. Give me one sec. Let's pull up the standings. Second in group A. So potentially Inter Miami. So
Or Palmeiras?
Palmeiras depends on who finishes second, right? They will play the second person in group A.
Oh my
So
days.
possibly Inter Miami. If they meet
Where,
Inter Miami,
where did you see the standings? Is it on the FIFA website?
yeah. That's why I saw it. So PSG will play second in group A.
Mm.
Flamengo will play second in group C. Because
Flamingo.
Flamengo they've qualified.
Which Flamengo? From Chelsea.
Yeah, Flamengo from Chelsea, they potentially qualified, right? Yeah.
They've qualified, but it's who finishes top of the group now.
Yeah, but they've kind of like they will play second in group. The way they're counting is they're counting like they've qualified already. But
Not seeing where in particular.
and okay, let me
Send
share
the
my
link.
screen. Let me share my I'll just share my screen. I'll just share my
Share your
screen.
screen, yeah.
Give me one second.
Wow, Quenda is only 18.
He said, can Inter Miami get grouped? Guys, give me a sec. Let me share my screen. Um, this is it.
They've not qualified yet now.
This is what I was looking at. This is what I was looking at.
Okay.
Can you see?
Yep.
All right. So this is what I'm saying. PSG.
Mm-hmm.
This is it, right? This is 2A, right?
Oh,
Second in
yeah.
group A,
Mm,
Flamengo, right? This is
mm.
Flamengo. Second in group C. I don't know why they're already putting this here like Flamengo has already qualified, but it seems like
Wow.
they pretty much have. So they're on this side. Whoever wins here, imagine PSG Flamengo play each other. Ooh,
Ah, deadly.
ooh, gosh,
Deadly.
that'd be crazy. And
Mm-hmm.
then this is Botafogo. I can't see this bracket really well. I can't see this bracket really well.
To be determined.
Yeah, to be determined. I can't see that. Oh, let's see. Is okay. Bayern has qualified. Yeah, they're already counting Flamengo as they've qualified, actually. Oh,
Right.
because of the goal difference, right?
Four.
That goal difference is a lot,
So we need to score 4.
possibly, if you guys want to climb
Oh, and
Flamengo.
these guys will probably beat LAFC. That's why they've grouped them as qualified.
Yeah, they've qualified. They've
Mm.
qualified. Those are the only ones they've okay, Juventus, Man City.
They are
These
both
two have,
qualified.
yeah, these two have potentially they beat the two teams. These two guys are out. They couldn't even, they couldn't handle it. But they have the same goal difference, similar points. Juventus,
Mm.
Man City, Real Madrid. This is still, we're still waiting to see
Yeah.
what's gonna happen. And
Mm.
then we have Bayern, we have Paris Saint-Germain's Botafogo, which obviously these guys have finished, they've qualified. So if
Mm.
you look at the bracket, Botafogo, they place them here.
Mm.
If these people play second in group,
2F.
so these people might play first in group A, I think.
First in Group A.
Or because this second in group A,
Mm.
second in group C,
Mm.
right? Yeah,
Second in Group
first
C.
is playing second in group C. So
Okay.
Flamengo is playing Benfica, potentially.
Oh
All
my
right.
days. Don't tell me Chelsea is playing Bayern.
And then Bayern, let's see, they've not grouped Bayern. Wait, group Bayern is what? Bayern is what? Group
Group
C.
C.
I don't know if Bayern is at this age. I don't know. Whoever made this picture, I don't know what's wrong with them.
My
They didn't.
days. Chelsea are
You
out
can't
of this
see.
competition. Second round.
You think so?
They are out. 100%. If they are playing Bayern, they are out. Totally. 100% sure.
Why have you lost hope?
I've not lost hope. It's the reality. When you
Wow.
have a substandard manager plus a young squad. So,
Yeah, these are the teams eliminated. Wydad AC, Urawa Reds,
damn.
Osan, Seattle Saunders,
Damn.
Pachuca,
That's
LAFC, Auckland. I feel sad for Auckland, but yeah, Auckland's out. Atletico Madrid is out. Al Ain FC2 is out.
damn.
They're out too as well. Wow, sad. But anyways, that's how things are shaping up pretty much when it comes to this. When it comes to the Club World Cup, guys, it's crazy. I cannot wait for all the games to finish. But so far, who is shaping up as a team to watch that might go almost all the way to the final for you? Apart from Bayern, because you've been talking about Bayern.
Um, I still fancy the thing now is that
Mm.
you said who is PSG missing? Who is PSG meant to meet?
Second in Group A, so Inter Miami, most likely.
They will take out Inter Miami
Of
easily,
course.
easily.
Of
So,
course.
but when they play that Brazilian side, be
Hmm.
difficult. It would be difficult to beat Flamingo. It would. And who does Flamingo play?
Flamengo possibly play Benfica.
God, they will take out Benfica
I
easily.
actually, I actually thought Boca Juniors would do something, but
Okay, Boca Juniors to go far.
I thought they were going to do something. I thought they were going to I thought they
They
had a
can,
chance.
they can
But
still qualify.
Boca Juniors, they can still qualify though. So
Yeah.
it could be Flamengo Boca Juniors.
Oh, Flamingo versus Boca Juniors.
If Boca Juniors finishes second,
Oh, what group are they in?
Boca Juniors are in the same group
Inter Miami.
as Benfica. No, they are in Group C. The
Oh,
same group with Benfica, Bayern, Auckland
okay, okay,
City.
okay.
Yeah, they're
That
in the same group.
means no, no, but Boca Juniors would qualify. They would qualify
Why?
because they
Because they will beat Auckland.
yes, they will beat Auckland City, and Bayern is going to beat Benfica. Let's not deceive ourselves. I won't be deceived. They are going to collect. They will
Mm.
collect.
So Bayern beats Benfica, Boca
Yes.
Juniors beats
So Boca
Auckland.
Juniors need to
So,
really beat Auckland City properly. At
so
least
you're seeing Bayern with 9 points
9. They go on with 9.
and Boca Juniors
Yes. I think
Four.
it's Bayern Boca that qualify.
But remember, Benfica beat Auckland City by a lot of goals.
6.
Yeah,
Boca Juniors can beat them 6 too. Why can't they beat them 6?
I don't know. I don't know. It's AB says PSG is solid. Yeah, PSG is solid. I think PSG might make it all the way. Yeah,
PSG. My only problem is if they meet a Brazilian team along the way, that's an
yeah.
issue for them.
This PSG group will
They
play the
might be
Inter
better
Miami
off
group.
meeting a
Yeah.
Premier League team
Inter
like Man
Miami play
City.
tonight.
Yeah,
Man, it's gonna be a tough game. It's gonna be tough in this Club World Cup. There are a lot of teams, man. It's going to be tough. Especially that round of 16, seeing what we've seen so far, as all the like weak sides have dropped off, it's now becoming the serious guys that are coming
seriously.
together.
Yeah,
Imagine Flamengo PSG. That PSG could lose that game. PSG they didn't win against
that's what I'm
Botafogo.
saying. And Flamengo,
AB, you say
Flamengo
PSG
is
is solid. There's no guarantee. There's
ah,
actually no guarantee.
that's it.
There's actually no
I see
guarantee.
them going out in like quarterfinals. If they meet Flamengo, they're out.
Yep. Yep.
I see Man City getting to if they avoid PSG or
Mm-hmm.
Bayern, Man City will get to semi-final. Yes. Bayern too. Bayern has not played. Have they played any Brazilian side?
Bayern. Yeah, they played Boca Juniors, right?
Oh yes, yes, yes. They played Boca.
They beat Boca Juniors
They beat
2-1.
Boca was a huge struggle, but they tried. They
He
beat
said,
them.
when do Chelsea go out though?
Chevy, there's no guarantee for Chelsea. They might even lose to ES Tunis.
No, no, no. You guys will not lose to ES
They're
Tunis.
saying no, no, no.
You guys will not lose to ES Tunis. No, you will not
Ah,
lose to
brother,
ES
I have
Tunis.
a substandard manager, as I am.
Now you're already losing hope in Maresca for one mistake.
I've always not had hope in him. Like
Mm.
I've just looked like anything that comes out from Maresca, we take it. That was my attitude last season, right? It's the same attitude I still have with him now.
Last season, you guys mentioned that you guys are not title contenders. This
Mm,
season, will you guys be title contenders?
still not, bro. Don't push it. We have no striker. We have no winger. We have no goalkeeper. Chevy, Chevy, are you whining or what?
I just chose to ignore. I just ignored. I just ignored. I saw it. I saw the comment. I just
You say
ignored.
Liverpool aren't qualified. No. Man, you also aren't qualifying.
Don't mind him. Don't mind him. Okay, what are your final thoughts?
Um, final thoughts. I want to see Palmeiras stop that group. They are in the same group as Inter Miami, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who does Inter Miami play? Final game. I want to see Palmeiras stop the group. I hope Chelsea can qualify, right? But there's no assurance.
There's no assurance. Yeah.
There's no assurance.
Palmeiras, Palmeiras, their last game is with Inter Miami. So
Yeah,
whoever wins, kind of like,
tops the
right,
group.
tops the. No, is it whoever wins tops the group?
Yes, whoever wins
Yeah,
tops the
pretty
group.
much, pretty much. Yeah, whoever
If
wins
they
tops the
both
group.
draw, in Palmeiras top the group too. If they both draw.
Yeah, whoever wins tops the group. So it's kind of
So
like who wants to face,
and the way
who
the
wants
way
who wants to face PSG.
I see Man City, PSG, Bayern all
Mm-hmm.
getting to quarterfinals.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Man City, if they avoid PSG, Bayern,
Mm-hmm.
because those are the two teams that can remove them
Yeah.
based on the way they play.
Yeah.
I think Man City against a Brazilian side, I'm not really sure, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like a side like Botafogo might be difficult for them, but I see them getting to semi-final. Them and Bayern.
Mm.
At the end of the day, I don't know who I'm tipping for this final because there are still many groups there that we don't know about, right?
Crazy. Anyways, my final thoughts. Big shout out to Liverpool for getting the players that they said they were going to get and actually doing it.
Mm,
And all of these transfers that we are seeing, I'm still out of all the transfers that we spoke about today, the one that I'm still thinking about is the one with Victor Osimhen to
yeah.
either Man U or wherever he decides to go. I
Yeah.
want Osimhen to go to a club that he can really like, grow into that world class player that we. He's a world class striker to me, but I
Yep.
want to
Yep.
see
Yep.
more from him. I even want to hear Ballon d'Or shouts from him because I feel like he's extremely talented, and I don't want that talent to go to waste. And with this Club World Cup, PSG, they are a deadly side. They say to me, they seem pretty sorry. They might have lost to Botafogo 1-0,
That's just a setback.
but
Yes.
that could be a minor setback. PSG have what it takes to win the Club World Cup, but we'll see how everything shapes up. If you've not already done so, please subscribe. We're on our way to 3K. Please, you guys, get us there. Make sure you
Yep.
subscribe so you don't miss out when we go live. We appreciate you guys that joined the chat. Chevy, AB, SSB, all you guys, Jordan. Thank you guys for
Dorcas.
joining our live. Tomorrow we'll go live again, 6 p.m. CST. Guys,
Yep.
don't forget. We'll see you guys tomorrow. All right.
See you.
Bye.